What is up, y'all? Welcome back to Yapping with Jelly. Hi, my name is Jelly. If you didn't know, it's lovely to meet you. Thank you for being here today. Thank you for just being on this earth today. You are very important. Even if you don't think of it sometimes, and even if you don't feel like it sometimes, you are very important to this earth and to this world. So thank you for being here and for continuously being here. I don't exactly know where I want to talk to. Where I want to go with my talking today. English. Sorry, if I start sniffling a lot, it is because it's cold and my nose gets really cold and then it starts running. So I apologize in advance if you hear me sniffing a lot. I will try not to. Life has been a lot. Life is a lot and it's difficult and it's hard and it's exhausting. And everybody's life is like that. Everybody finds it difficult and struggles a little bit in life. I'm not gonna lie. So if you're struggling at the moment, you are not alone. It is a very universal experience. Everybody around you has struggled more than once in their life. So it is a-okay. It is a-okay to be finding life hard, and it's okay. It's okay. But just because life is hard, it doesn't mean that it can't be good. You know, it's still possible to be happy and it is still possible to have a good time, even if it is quite difficult at the moment. If you are struggling, there is always going to be a light somewhere, someplace, somebody. And it's just being able to find that light and letting it warm you. You know what I mean? Life is gonna be hard. It's fucked. Excuse my language. No, don't excuse my language. I swear a lot. Anyways, if you don't like it, you don't have to be here. That came off really aggressive. I did not mean for that to be aggressive. I apologize. I've got a lot of random emotions at the moment, and they are very quick to change. So I am trying my best to not express it towards other people in a manner that makes them feel like shit. I will still express my emotions, but I won't direct the harmful ones at someone as hard as I'm trying to not do that, because I don't want to ruin other people's moods just because I'm in a shitty mood. But then it will change in a minute anyways, and I will be absolutely fine. So if anybody else is up and down and raging with their hormones and their emotions, I'm with you. I feel you. You are a-okay. You're allowed to be like that. Anyways, little side note. Life is hard, but you can always find a good point in it. And if you can't find that light, then maybe be the light for somebody else. And I think you will find even being fake happy to someone can actually boost your happiness in a backwards way. You know how sometimes it's I'm really not in the mood today, but I'm gonna go see someone, or I'm working customer service, I've got to put a smile on my face. After a while, you kind of the more that you smile, the more that your brain will trick itself into thinking that you are happy. So even if you don't feel happy and you don't feel I feel like shit today and I can't be bothered, I just can't be bothered, let yourself feel that. That's okay. But then maybe in the background have some good music on that kind of gets your vibe going, so you're not soaking in it. You can let yourself feel it, but don't let yourself soak in it for too long. And then focus on a light of your life, you know? And the more that you are happy towards others, the more that you will be happy, and the more that they will also think of you later on as happy. So, really randomly, side story, My partner recently met a few more of my family members. My family's a little crazy, as everybody's is. It's a bit interesting, but it's great, it's fun. Um, and we were joking about it, and he was like, "Yeah, but, like, some of the happiest people I've met is your family." And I was like, "Oh, who?" And he mentioned my nana, and she really is one of the happiest people that I know. And have I seen her angry? Yeah, I have. But I can't actually picture her angry face. But I can picture her smiling, and I can hear her laugh. And like every time I think of her, I think of the happiness and the brightness that she brings. Is she always happy? No. But the way that she always seems to present herself and just kind of have a positive outlook on life, and even when she is going through shit, she will talk about it, but then afterwards she'll go and like kind of take a breath and then move on. And I think that is like the happiest position that you can be in. And like thinking back about it, all the memories that I can remember of her are all happy memories. The happy memories do outweigh the like negative ones when you focus on them. And like I yeah, like I said, I can't exactly picture her angry, but I can picture her smiling all the time. And then that just makes me smile. Like just picturing her like smiling and laughing just makes me smile. And I definitely think like even having memories to look back on to go, do you know what? I'm going to focus on a positive memory today, and I'm going to like think of a funny joke that I saw. It really just like brightens your day really randomly. And like I could be having the shittest day, and like it happens. It happens. You could just be in a mood, like nothing's going right for your day. And then like you'll see a funny video and you'll just lose it laughing. And like there's always going to be some form of positivity in your day. And I think that is so important, especially when life nowadays is so hard and it is so difficult. There's always going to be a positive somewhere. And if you can't find that positive, be that positive for somebody else if you can, because it kind of like cycles back and it returns back. And yeah, I honestly, if I'm being completely honest with you, I had a shitty start to the morning. I was not in the mood. I did not want to get out of bed. I don't know what was happening. I was just like one of those mornings where you wake up and you're like, I don't want to do it today. I really don't. And it took me a long time to like actually get out of bed and get going. And my partner was there and he was like trying to encourage me to get out of bed, and I was like, don't even talk to me. Don't even look at me. Just like go away. But and that is how my morning started. And I got to work and it was later than what I normally get there by. Um but I walked in and my boss was there and she was like, "Good morning." And that just like changed my whole day. You know what I mean? Like she just said morning with a smile on my face, like on her face, and gave me a hug, and it just improved my day and it just got better from there. And it just like it proves how such little things can impact your day, and positive little things can really get the cycle going to continue to look at the positive side of things. And I know it is difficult sometimes, and I know that it is so hard to find a positive, but even if the positive isn't in the moment, and even if it's like, do you know what, I'm having a really shit day, but yesterday I laughed, I'm going to try and remember what made me laugh yesterday. And then just one little thing to try and get that positive emotion in your body, get those endorphins going, can really impact your whole day. And it can happen at any point in the day. Like, I honestly thought this morning I was going to have a shit day. And I was like, I'm in a foul mood. and I'm trying to not let it affect me too much, but it is affecting me. And I was like, I'll go to work, like I have to go to work, I'll do my job, and you know what, like I'll try and figure something out while I'm there. Try and, I don't know, listen to good music while I'm working. Or I'll just wait till I come home. Maybe I need an extra chill. But that other person, that just positive little morning, just changed the trajectory. You know what word I'm trying to say? Of the day, and I rolled with it. I took that initial positivity, and I was like, do you know what? Yeah, I'm gonna keep going with this, and it really helped, and she didn't see like that how impactful that was in my day. She didn't know. She was just doing what she normally does. She was just saying good morning. She was just giving me a hug. Um, there was no difference in what she normally does, but that tiny bit of positivity changed my whole day. And I think that is such a good and powerful thing, that you might not feel the positivity, you might not be feeling good. That's okay. That is okay. My cheeks hurt from smiling. Any day can be changed around to a positive one, and even if it is not a positive day in the slightest, there is always something good from it. You can always make something good from it, and it's hard to see. It is so, so difficult, but everything else is difficult. So, what's one more thing? You know what I mean? Like, life is fucking hard, but it is also so incredibly beautiful. And random things can make your day better. Like, say, I love a good sunset, but in general, I just love sunsets. Say it like the end of the day. So I've had like a shitty day. Like, absolute, no matter what I've done, I cannot turn my mood around. I can't turn the positivity around. It has just been hit after hit after hit. But at the end of the day, I know there's going to be a sunset, because there always is. The sun's going to set after every day, and it's always fucking beautiful, no matter what it is. Even if it's like cloudy, I just find the sky so beautiful, and it's so natural, and it's going to happen every night. So no matter what I do during the day, I know at the end of the day there's going to be a sunset. And if I watch it, or even if I happen to look outside, even if I like look outside and like, oh, I'm like half missing it, that's okay. I looked at it once, and it's just a reoccurring thing, and it's a beautiful thing. I just look at it once, and it's improved my day. Even if it's at the end of the day, even if it's just before I'm going to sleep and I see the stars, like, just one little thing. It doesn't have to be a big thing. It doesn't have to be major. It can literally just be looking at the sunset, and it improves your day. Like, there's always, it's a positivity. And sometimes it is hard to find the positivity in things, and it's hard to find the happiness in such dark times. If you are going through like a very dark time, and you're like, I can't find anything. The world that we live in can be so beautiful, and it can be so like magical in different aspects. And I'm trying to like gather my thoughts, because they're very like scattered at the moment, and I know what I like want to say, but it's just like getting it out. But like, there's always going to be something beautiful in the world that we live in. Like, it's a scientific fact. Please don't quote me on this. Do your own research if you would like to. But if you go and stand out and like face towards the sun for like a couple of minutes, be very careful if you live in Australia and you have very pale skin. Please do not get burnt. But if you face like your face towards the sun for just like a couple of minutes, it improves like your mood almost. I don't exactly know how it works. I call it my photosynthesizing, just to make it easier because like it actually works. I can tell you for me it has worked. I will go out and I'll stand in the sun, literally like eyes closed, face towards the sun for a couple of minutes, and I'll go, it's time to photosynthesize. And honestly, it makes me feel better. I don't know what it is about it. Obviously, in wintertime, it is a lot harder to do that. But like, even just looking up at the sky, it's always going to be beautiful. Even when it's like all cloudy and stormy and like grey, it still looks so cool. That just might be me. When you're trying to find like a positivity in your life and you try to make yourself happy and it's just not working, look towards nature. There is always going to be something beautiful within the environment and within the surrounds that can just boost your mood up that little bit to get the ball rolling and to get those endorphins going to get you to a happier place. I may sound crazy. That's okay. That is a-okay. I am happy to be crazy because I can be crazy happy. I can be crazy sad too. Let's be real. I have my moments. But after I allow myself to be sad and to be in a state where I am upset, it is so much easier for those emotions to flow through your body and to go back out again, to then be able to look at the positive things. And sometimes it just does take that one person going, morning, with a smile on their face to get that ball rolling. Other times it may be looking out the window and seeing a bird fly and land on the tree in front of you. Like, it could just be looking out at the sunset and going, oh, there's a really pretty color in the sky tonight. Like, those are the little things that I mean to use to get your happiness higher. Well, not like higher, but do you know what I mean? It's just finding the little beautiful things in life to improve your life when it is difficult. Because life is difficult, it's hard. I feel like the whole kind of like point I want to try and get across is that like life is difficult. It really is. But you can make it better by looking at the beautiful things in life. As cringy as that sounds and as cliche as it is, it's true. I think it's true. Some other little beautiful things in life. Hearing people laugh. Like when you're like out in public and you see like two people walking past and they're just laughing to themselves. Love that. That always like puts a smile on my face is hearing other people laugh. Um Seeing a dog, that always makes me happy. Um Being in nature. I always want to like go to a park. I always want to be like outside when I can. Like if I'm in a bad mood, I'm always like I just want to go to a park and I just want to sit under a tree. Like and it's just hearing the birds and like just chilling, seeing how beautiful like our world can create such beautiful things. And it's just being able to find them, you know? My thoughts are kind of like gone. Not like gone, but they've like dispersed. So I hope what I said made sense and I hope it is able to I hope you kind of understand them and can take a little bit on board, maybe. maybe make your life a little brighter, a little bit happier. Look towards the more finer things in life. Is that a song? Is that just like a cliche quote? I don't know. Someone tell me. Anyways, thanks for yapping with Jelly. Thank you for being here. And I hope to see you again soon sometime. Toodaloo.